this is how I make my actions. I'm not sure how other people do it, and I'm sure if you were going to sell them, you would want to, I don't know, kind of go over it a little more in depth to remove like the names, things like that. Okay, so I don't know where your actions panel is, but mine is always right here. And I have my little lines right there, so you click on that. First you have to be clicked on actions. And you want to make sure you're not in button mode. So button mode should not be checked. I prefer button mode because it lays everything out for you, each individual. It just seems a lot more clean, and you can add colors to your actions so that they stand out more. But you can't be in button mode, so you'll just see all of this nonsense. And then you'll create a new set. So you go to new set, and you name it whatever you want. So I'll just name this sample 2, because I already did a sample 1. So, okay, so this will be our sample. And then you'll go to new action, and you'll name it whatever you want. And this will be in sample, in this set that we just made. So action, this will be quick workflow. And you can give it a color. So I'll give this color orange. And then we set record. So if every time I do something, like my main action that I'd want to make first would be something that would just be a general basic thing that I would want to put on every image. So I'd want it to be, I would want to be able to brush it on or off. Okay, so the first thing I always do, because I always try to underexpose my images a little bit, because I think it's easier to bring back stuff. So I would go to curves, and I would bring this up, and I'm not worried about the background, I'm just worried about their skin. Okay, and then I would, so you have to think about it. If you want your action to play and everything pop up and be on the image, then you would leave it white. If you want to be able to brush it on, you would invert that. And you can always invert it after, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll invert it. And then I always do a curves layer for warming. So I'll go to my curves and RGB red up a little bit, and then I'll go to blue and bring that down a little bit. Okay, so that's warm them up, and I will invert that. Okay, so you don't want to do any brushing on or off when you're creating an action, because it won't work for all the images. So then, let's see, what else do I like to do? For this, I want to fix green. So I'm going to go to my color lookup, horror blue. I'm going to bring that way down and invert that. So I'm going to go here and change this to, so I know what this is. And then this one will be warm skin. And this one will be brighten face. Brighten face. Okay, so now you know when your action plays what it's going to do. Okay, so then if I wanted to add a light hue to all of my images, just a basic light ray or light filter, I would just do, oops, move that down there. Okay, so I would just do this, a basic layer, use my brush, lower my opacity way down, so I like yellow. Okay, so then I'll click on my color. Maybe I want it to be a little more orange. This one. And then I'll lower the opacity. This is all preference. I always add some kind of light to my images. Okay, so then that would be your light. You can play around your screen. It kind of blends it a little more. I actually like screen. And I will add a layer mask to that. So this will automatically pop up. And then that's pretty much it. You can resize things if you want all of your images to be the same size. You can do that. You can't do any cloning or selecting or anything like that because it won't work as an action. But I will duplicate my background layer. I will do a sharpening layer. So I'll come up here to filter. And then this is where I'll do my high pass. Set that to okay. Set my blend modes to overlay or soft light. And then I'll add a mask and invert that. And then this will be sharpen. This will be light. Okay, so then I'll just click on one. I'll click on the bottom one, shift, and hold it, and then click on the top one. It'll select everything, and then we'll just put it in a folder, and we'll just write whatever we want to write on there. So just whatever, and then you'll stop recording once you're done, and then I'll delete all of this, and I will go to my quick workflow action, and I'll play it. So it'll just play just like we
Not yet.
just like we made it. So I'll open up my folder with a little drop down, and our light hue is there. It's kind of bright, so we could just lower that. I'll paint on my sharpen. I'm going to raise my brush opacity, paint that on. I'll paint on brush, brighten faces, paint on warm skin, lower the opacity, and I'll paint on fixed screens. So, obviously we'd want to not paint it on their skin, but that's the basic idea of the action that you create. It's just something you can do super quick, and you can do different actions if you want. Like the way I set mine up originally was that I did sharpen as its own thing. So I just did sharpen skin as one action with the high pass filter, and then I did another one for brightening eyes and things like that, and then another one for background color changes. But so there's just our original and our after, and it's just something basic. I mean, I'll still have to go around and fix her ant bites and her hair and her face and brighten their eyes a little bit more and just all the things, bring out the pink and things like that. But that's just the basic idea. Hopefully it works for you, and I don't know. I hope you're having a good day.